Hey guys, it's me Anaïs, and today I'm going to be sharing with you Anatomy of a Darkened Heart by Christie Stratos. This is a dark Victorian novel, so it takes place in the Victorian age, and that in and of itself is pretty fascinating to me. I really like the idea of Victorian stuff, you know, the clothes, the hats, the kind of strange setup of society where, of course, everybody has naughty thoughts and whatnot, but you have to be very, very polite and see if you can live up to society. So this book is dark. It is really, really dark. It is, I would say, chilling. It is a book where every single character is riddled with flaws, and you kind of take turns deciding who you want to kind of shake more at that given moment for their bad behavior, because everybody is using their flawed thinking to justify their bad behavior, and it's fascinating. So many layers and symbolism, and that's another thing in the Victorian era, where they would use different flowers or the colors to symbolize something, and she worked in all of that stuff. So every single reference means something. Everything is so full of meaning, and then because it is full of meaning, then the characters will start piling on their own personal meaning to that thing. If it's true or not true, they just are kind of spiraling out of control with their own anxiety. It was just, I mean, every single section was just building on the previous one, and every time I would stop and go, oh my god, like, shocking, and then it would just continue getting more and more and more until the end, which was pretty, like, wow. What a family. And it definitely makes you think that you don't want to have these people as a family. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. It was insane. It was so good. It was so well written and just dark, and I mean, I really couldn't put it down. I read it in 2 days, and I stayed up one night reading it because I didn't want to stop reading it, and then the next day I had to just drink a lot of coffee and deal with the fact that I was kind of sleep deprived, because I didn't want to stop reading it because it was so just tense. It kept me very tense. So she does have the next book in this series coming out in September, I believe, and that one will be called Lock and Key, and I'm definitely going to be reading that. And that one's going to focus on characters that were mentioned in Anatomy of a Darkened Heart. They weren't like even really strong side characters, but they were mentioned, they were there, so we know of them. And now the next book, they're going to kind of talk about those people more. So it's going to be cool to see how the town develops over the next book from this book, because wow, if it's anything like this one, I'm going to be in a similar state of unrest, because it is nightmare producing, but in the best way. Can it be the best way to produce nightmares? I guess. Anyway, I enjoyed it. It was definitely unlike anything that I'd read recently. For sure, very compelling characters. Not likable, but very compelling. Like, you really want to know more. You know what I think of it as? I think it satisfies that deep, dark part in yourself that wants gossip. It satisfies that part of yourself, so then you don't have to go out and be gossipy, and so that's a good thing. It's a good function to have in a book, so that's fun. All right, well, I'm going to finish my tea. I have a little bit left, and I hope that you have tea too. I will talk to you next time. Goodbye.